Alright, so the financial game and its forecast 2018, since we're December 1st, 17 now. I like to speak about where we're going, what the petrodollar, what the gold and silver forecast, people's 401k stock market, the Dow Jones stock market, where it's going right now. We've just hit over 24,000 this week here on Friday. So we've broken record highs. And we are now looking at all these statuses and worry spectrums. And we're trying to predict what can we do for our future, fellow man, and helping each other and come together. I think we need to have an understanding, a better understanding, and even predict. Although we could be wrong, but putting these predictions in our head is better than what we receive on a teleline on our vision boards. A lot of the actual perceptions that are given to us by, bobbleheads, and so that have been attached with titles. IBMOR men can understand this better than anyone else, so I definitely feel much comfortable. And this has always been something of my thoughts that I try not to absorb when it comes to stats, when it comes to giving titles and credentials to people that think that they're some kind of informative individual, or hey, well, you need to read this book, and Dr. this right here back in the 1700s said this and found and discovered this, and Mr. Einstein of this revealed this here, and you get all caught up with the fixations of your ego. Ooh, I know something new because I read Mr. Einstein, or Elon Musk's book and this and that, and he's discovered this over on the moon, and they told us this and that. When we are the gods, we are the founders of this dimension. No one wants to talk about that. No one wants to keep pointing out that subject. No one wants to give us the credit. Keep shining on the black man. We can't shine on ourselves, fellas. We can't allow that. We can't continue to allow that. We need to be able to have our voice, our opinion amongst ourselves, and that's it. We don't need. Obviously, we know what the relations and the true essences of others have been when they don't. They two different sides of the same coin. So we know a lot of these things. So, all right, let's get into it. We have the petrodollar that has been utilized around the world to be able to give off, you not be able to purchase anything without a dollar. You can't purchase oil without the dollar, without using dollars. Okay? That's a summarization of it. Then you have the fiat currency of that dollar bill and this new digitalized currency that's coming about. And I'm sure, being that we're not in power, that it's going to thrive. Okay? I'm sure if I'm trying to resist something, then that means it's going to thrive. And if it doesn't, then they know that we pretty much are now upon what we've already created anyway, which is our resources from this earth, which is the gold and silver. So you have this digital currency that was looking to thrive in the years to come. Now hold fast, fellas. And you're thinking, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, ooh, let me hurry up and go get me some of that. It's just like gold and silver. It's just like gold. You got gold at $12.30 to, let's say, $12.50 right now. And you got silver at $16. So I don't know the math, but just hypothetically, I think I'm gonna be pretty close. But let's just say it's around 78 to 80 on that. So you can get, let's say 80. So you can take 80 ounces of silver and purchase you 1 ounce of gold. Okay? Vice versa. So if that's the case, think about that. Would you rather have 1 ounce or 80 ounces of something? 1 or 80? And I think I'd rather have 80 versus that 1. Easier to lose, it's harder to break down. And you can't go to the grocery store in a catastrophe and tell me, hey, here's my gold coin. Now give me some change. So you don't want to do all that. You want to break that down into more of a better value. Now, the same thing with the cryptocurrency. It's at 1,000, 1,100. I think it went from 900 to 1,100 all in one day. So they playing with your egos. They're getting the conversation around the water cooler happening. And I'm not gonna say that they're gonna tank it. They're gonna have to push it eventually, and it's gonna probably get on up to that 30 to 50,000 for one whatever of those fiat digital currencies. But we are IBMOR men. We are the only ones. We are the red pillars. We are the only ones that see the bigger picture. We are the only ones that see all color spectrums. We are the ones that take control of the situation. Okay? That's who we are. We're the ones that take control of situations and do something about it. And right now we're gathering thoughts before we take control and take charge, which is the same thing. And in that essence, so you shouldn't shy away from what I'm about to say when it comes to getting your hands dirty and digging in. Learning features, learning the market, learning Forex, learning this stock market and in depths of what it entails, learning it, mastering it, dipping within it, getting involved within it the best way you know how, getting involved with it on a scale of walking slowly until you're able to pick up and start a sprint. Conversing with others about it, particularly only IBMOR men. I will gladly speak on that subject, but I'm definitely not a teacher in no subject. But will I be able to point you in the right direction? Do I know exactly what's going on at this point? Yes, I do. Am I well spoken, articulate, and am I the best entertainer at this? You guys probably don't even care. That's what I like about it, because real men don't fathom themselves about entertainment like that. We want facts, and that's what I have, facts. When it comes to sugarcoating it and making your podcast look all presentable for the majority of people, whew, thank Lord I'm not a part of that crap. Never have, don't care to be. That's for the B pillars, the blue pillars, the betas and all and the others, and the European thinking and all the others and the feminine thinking. They want to be entertained. Are you entertained? Entertain me with facts. Entertain me with results. So, features is where you actually understand how to read the charts. The futures market is where you be able to understand anybody's financial situation. The big ballers, the big wealthy bankers, the CEOs, all the homework that used to be done back in the days to understand how to dibble and invest into the market and you guys are way outdated if you're still on that page. And there needs to be sessions to speak up on these kind of things so that you can get it, so you can understand that you're not manipulating, it's not a cheating, it's just how they laid it out for the common individual, which is really their people, to be able to thrive and make money and keep us down. And all it is information that we have no clue about in the past, and we don't keep on teaching each other so we can get more and more involved into it. Because yes, once we get a hold of it, once we get involved into it, we're like the Jordans of this shit. Dang, excuse my French, fellas. I try not to cuss as much. I'm working on that. But we are the Jordans. We're the Tiger Woods of these things. We see all color spectrums. We understand the overall picture once we've actually mastered it. So you best to keep us away from the way that y'all make this money and keep it confusion and keep our wives and other women around us holding us down, telling them go get a job. But the IBMOR men are the ones that are able to take control of their lives and do for themselves. And that's where you have to be at. This is the most sophisticated business ever. And so you have to be on all cylinders have to be clicking, baby, to be able to grasp and stay afloat in that kind of market. But this is where it's going. This is where they don't want you to know. This is where you want to be at. This is where it's not even a hard concept once you grasp it. But this is where you have to be at. And this is the only place that we can be at when it comes to playing their game. When it comes to playing their game only, this is how it has to be. When it comes to playing our game, we create a whole different vision. We go back to our old way. We find out what that is. So up until that point, we have to master that game. And the only game in town is the stock market. All this other conversation about becoming employed in this and self-trades in this and a better job, obviously y'all know we don't speak the word job, but this having a trade in this and having a trade in that, no. You have to open up this door in order for the others to open up for you. B-pillars will sit around here and try to go about it different ways. Not us red pillars. Take control of it. Take control of the situation and know what's really going on by being involved, indulging into it, dive into it, get off your mama's porch. Come together in that realm. We need to have a financial mindset, perspective, things that we also ponder and talk about and make these videos about as well, much as we understand and break down the nature of the woman, the nature of the European mindset, the nature of MGTOW and how they separate it, which is totally fine because we needed that. We have a more diverse need over here, and we need to be able to get back what we actually own, what is actually ours, which is everything. Everything around us is ours. We're just renting it out and allowing them, and we're playing into the rental of it. And we're not liking it right now. And it's going to come that time, and that time is here for the ones that understand the words that come out of my mouth. So we need to ponder this, but at the same time, we don't need to fall straight all the way around trying to get advice from multiple people. Because I put in 6-7 years of that already. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to go through that many years and giving up the things that I've given up to understand what I understand about this financial market, to understanding the key elements and the key notes and the key spokes teachers out here, the good teachers, from the ones that are just going to keep you in the mix, keep you in the rubble, keep you confused. Because if it was that easy of a interest, then we would have, I guess I'm running out of something, then we would have many more people in the market and thriving. But it's not that easy of a game. It's the most sophisticated game in town, and we're the only ones equipped to be ready for it anyway. So we need to take on that challenge. I'm gonna pause this and see what's going on. Well, I'm still recording. I'm gonna let this still go until it cut me off. All right, so the market is a primary thing that needs to be hit head on, taken head on, and tackled with us. Nothing else when it comes to ideas, investments, strategies. Period, fellas. I'm going to keep on repeating that so y'all don't get me confused out here. You don't think I'm not confident enough to understand what I'm saying. That is the only thing in town. Futures market particularly. Futures market, learn that, master that, and you mastered everything there is. Period. The hardest is one, but also the most fruitful one. Rewarding one. It's not a gamble, but it is the most sophisticated business that they have on this earth. And we have to master that one only. Nothing else in between, fellas. Master one thing, that one thing only, and you have opened up the doors to the Pandora box, to all the solutions to everything else in your life. I know some of you guys are, favorite to my man Bruce Lee. Came up on Bruce Lee and karate, kung fu, and one thing we knew about a lot of that was that we used to see those masters, especially on those Saturdays, man. Get up early on those Saturdays and watch the kung fu shows, and we used to see those masters go against each other, go against other, apprentices, and so. But they used to come in those towns and take over, and they was always masters at a certain style. They was masters at a certain art form. They didn't know every trick of the trade. They didn't know every damn thing about the damn market, about fighting, every style there was. They just perfected what the style that they perfected, that they knew, that they were brought in on. They mastered that. And in this essence, you master this one particular field within this industry, and you will know them all. You will be able to perform them all. You will be able to read all charts and know all financial understanding through what these people are doing without even having to be in a conference room with them. That's real. That's 100 real. That is 100 real. I can't even express that as much because I know people is not going to be able to fathom that at this point. But with Bruce Lee, he wasn't scared of someone that knew all forms, all karate forms, all forms of punching. He was only afraid of the one that worked on that one form all the damn time. If you knew somebody that knew how to punch, kick, flip, and do all the above, he wasn't afraid of that individual. He was afraid of the one that all he did was just punch. And he punched 1,000 times, and 1,000 more times, and 1,000 and a billion times, the same damn thing, over and over again. That's the one he was afraid of. Because he knew that one had a secret. That one had something that no one else had. You see what I'm saying? So we need to master what they have laid out, but they have not put in the books to tell us. They ain't put that in the book. They have not put that in the book. You ain't gonna find no author, no author up out here that's telling you what I'm telling you right now. And I'm not telling you I'm only telling you from experience. I'm only telling you from experience. Nobody in the books told me this either. And they may lure to some certain perspectives of this here, but you will not understand this until you are actually involved into it. You have to see it for yourself. That's the realness. You have to see this for yourself. Just like Morpheus said that. You can only understand the matrix from your own perspective. No one will be able to tell you what the matrix is. No one will be able to show you what the matrix is. And you just all of a sudden say, oh yeah, I know what it is because I ran into Morpheus and, he dropped that game on me. No, buddy, it don't work like that. So that's kind of the perception of what we need to be at when it comes to really getting ourselves together for the storm. Putting in, and it won't have to take that long if we are really putting the rubber to the road and truly believing in what is actually occurring right now and spreading this kind of word around. It shouldn't be that hard because there's nothing else out here that's better than this. There's nothing else out here that's more lucrative and beneficial than this. Because once you have mastered this here, then you're able to print money, man. You're able to print money. Have y'all ever conceived that? Been able to conceive having a money printer in your home? Money printer in your truck? Money printer wherever you go? And all you need to do is be able to learn how to operate the money printer? Have you ever been able to conceive that and realize that can be an existence? That is the real damn holy grail. The found right there, baby. It doesn't get any clearer than that. All these other businesses and said, man, I'm just a tradesman by hand. I'm a carpenter over here, man. I'm a truck driver, bro. Listen, man, I need to be able to take care of this in my family, man, and I do this. Excuses. Blue pillars. Excuse me for whoever I'm speaking with. But we know that there's a way. There's a will, there's a way, baby. There is one. And there's many open doors to allowing you to get to that promised land if you only took the step towards it. And now I know I'm speaking to the choir at this point because I know you guys know better. So IBMOR. All the way, baby. IBMOR up to I die, goddammit. All this other stuff is just fugazi. Don't let it distract you because it takes your energy away from what's really on the table. And in the future of what's going on in this economy and how we need to prepare ourselves, if we have a family or not, we still have loved ones around us and we still want to be able to take care of our own brothers. And the sprinkle of reformed women out here that's going to be reformed or some way slip through the cracks and get on the right side, or show that they have been putting in the work, which is humbling themselves. I doubt if I run into any of them, but you know what I'm saying. So, and it's not even to take it that serious. We know what has to be done. We know why we're doing it anyway. It is to save this damn family. At the end of the day, yeah, we're saving our souls, and we have a soul of being able to give and to love in that perspective. And that's what they feed off of. That's what everybody knows, and that's what everybody's been feeding off of. That's what all these parasites, European parasites, these female parasites, that's how they made their paradigm of knowing what we love and what we'll die for. So they've been feeding off of our own energy all this time, these hundreds and thousands of years. The women just been promised that they would have a certain paradigm to continue to enslave us and our other creatures that we created. We've just been selling them wolf tickets and manipulating them, and they still don't even see it. And they've just been throwing us up under the rug. And even the ones that we created don't even realize that they've been thrown up under the rug because they don't even run the goddamn world. So they've been thrown into it too as well, and they haven't even realized it. It's just a system of retards. And they waiting on us. We're the only ones. And if there's anybody got anything more sophisticated than the futures market, let me know. I put my bottom dollar on it. I can trump you any day of the week. You don't have nothing compared to this. Nada. all that little networking businesses. Let's build up a little business over here. Let's get some property, man, and let's go over here now in our little corner, man, and let's go into nature, bro. Or let's go over here and let's go have our kumbaya moments, man. Forget these females, or we're gonna get the ones over here, and these females cool over here. We're gonna get our other brothers, and man, please. All that working together stuff, we ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere. I can show you better than I can tell you. But let me know if you got anything other better than that. If you don't, you need to fall in line. Because I know you don't. There's nothing better than the futures market, period. And if you don't humble yourselves and learn to master this one right here, we have no shot. There's no other shot. There's no other chance. There's no other opportunity. There's no other way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It keeps going right back around in the same circle. You're fooling yourselves. I'm giving you the game right now. It's the futures market. The other little markets, okay, cool. You can get with the Forex market because we need some easy.
In half a mile, keep right at the fork to continue on I-85 Business Loop North. Follow signs for I-85 Business, Spartanburg.
Whatever. So we benefit from the futures market and the Forex market. We learn how to do these finances and build.
Keep right at the fork to continue on I-85 Business North.
Can't stand damn agents.
Continue on I-85 Business for 8 miles.
Oh, they heavy, huh? Keep on coming. But anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all on that note. And like I said, I just want to keep on embedding that. I'm gonna keep on making videos of that. I'm on this road riding, and when I'm able to thoroughly sit down and break it down in detail in a more enlightened form, then I will. But I hope that someone comes to my challenge and build from this, because I have no true IBMOR individuals or men, period, black men, period, around my area that understand anything about the market. And I know you're scared because you hadn't been involved in it. I know you're scared and you don't walk the walk that you talk. But I'm challenging you guys because this is the only way. This is the only avenue to taking back our goddamn rights and playing their game and beating them at their own game. That's how you beat them at their own game. You figure out how to print money. And sitting around being able to print money from anywhere and no one even really knowing who you are, and you're still able to help other communities, other avenues of business ventures that you have and others have, cool. You best believe I'm gonna be helping buying land. I'm gonna be helping renting buildings, putting people in them, orchestrating, work, employees, and helping people with their transportations and whatever business, the cooking services and anything else that they may have that brings in revenue to help us to continue to buy time so that we can learn, buy time so we can continue to understand. That's it. I'm only trying to buy a little bit more time so we can free our mind up. That's the only thing I care about. So my perspective, my funds, my printing money goes into putting you Negroes back in the school. Say it right school. The See Right Matrix of school. That's it. So when I get my weight up, that's all I'm looking to do. People that want to learn, people that want to go somewhere on something, they got to go through my school of training first before they go work on any job of mine. I don't care nothing about this fiat paper. I care about people breaking the chains mentally. Knowing what's going on, the manipulation that's going on around us, building a group of people that protect me mentally. Giving them freedom mentally so that they can protect me and look out for me. And look out for the ones that we're paving the way for more and more people, spirits, souls to come back to this plane, and I want them to have something to come back to. I want them to look forward to coming back down here. I want the true gods to be able to come down there and take over some of these vessels and be like, okay, man, all right, we see a little bit better vision or something. We see some work in or something. We see some vision of thoughts that happen. These boys have been slowly but surely. I guess we can save this damn plane. We ain't gotta blow it all up. Because it ain't worth nothing right now. We ain't worth nothing, bro. Not us. But what's going on around us, the illusion of it is how they trying to portray us. But truly, we're slow, man. We need to wake on up. I don't see none of IBMOR people actually even going the right direction. Especially with this taking on all these different religions, trying to sound intelligent. You're just taking on another form of pride. Another form of a title. Alright, fellas. I'm out.